Man has always sought for treasure. What's the treasure that you're seeking for? In the book of Job, chapter 28, he talks about man's search for precious metals. He says, surely there's a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. Iron is taken out of the earth and brass is molten out of the stone. He goes on to talk about the stones of it are the place of sapphires, and it hath dust of gold. There's a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye hath not seen. So there's this vein of gold. It's a path, but it's inside the rock, or it's underneath the river. He says, he cutteth out rivers among the rocks. His eye seeth every precious thing. He bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth he forth to light. This is the person who's searching for these precious metals. He has to go dig them out of the rock. He's got to go divert water courses to make sure that he can find these things. Once he finds them, they've been hidden, but he brings them forth to the light. But the next question is this: but where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? He goes on to talk about all of these different aspects of the earth. And he basically says, everybody knows how to find different things, but the way of wisdom is hidden. He tells us that God knows right where it is. God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the place thereof. So if we would know wisdom, and by the way, if we're talking about precious metals, what's more precious? Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rubies, topaz, sapphires, turquoise, diamonds, or wisdom? Well, wisdom is the most precious thing that we could ever find. And if God knows the way of wisdom, then it only makes sense that we should go to God to find wisdom, because we won't find it any other way. He sums up this entire chapter with this: and unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. To fear the Lord, that's what wisdom is. So if you want to find wisdom, first of all, you've got to go to God. And you've got to fear God. You've got to believe God. You've got to respect God. You've got to glorify God. You've got to worship God if you would know wisdom. And secondly, to depart from evil. That is understanding. So the evil atheist will never find wisdom. That's the whole point here. The man who stays in his sins and stays in his unbelief, no matter where he searches, no matter how deep he digs, he's never ever going to find wisdom, because wisdom is found with God, and wisdom is to fear the Lord. I just want to encourage you today, of all of the precious things that you might find in this earth and of all the wealth that you might acquire, there's no wealth compared to the wealth of knowing Jesus Christ, of having a relationship with him and realizing that the only way to the Father is through the Son. That is a precious jewel. And even though it might seem like it's hidden, the gospel message brings it forth into the light so that you can see it. And then as you take the Bible and you begin to mine out all of those precious things, the more you fear God and search for the truth, the more you're going to find it. And the more you're going to be able to grow in wisdom. The more you realize what evil really is, and the more you depart from it, the more you're going to grow in wisdom. That's the promise from the Word of God. So let's grow. First of all, let's find that wisdom, and then let's grow in that wisdom. God bless you. Have a great day.